Yeah, we popping off the 70 ball right and clean with this. I'm just sick of this. I'm getting too old for this.
You over it?
I'm over it, man.
I'm completely over it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, if you over it, then I'm over it. I'm over it and under
it's done.
it.
It's done.
That's a wild way to go live. And we're live. I'm sick of this.
It's so done. I can't.
I'm sick of this.
What I could chilly try to deal with the fact that I want to be okay with it, but I can't. I'm over it.
Hey man, look, the way I see it, I'm over it, I'm under it, and I'm through it. Y'all feel me out there, Mask Off family? I'm over it, I'm under it, and I'm through it. So you know what that means? I've had enough. I've had enough, and I've had not enough at the same time. I'm big and I'm small at the same time. You got to be double jointed. You got to be.
This is shit I'm talking about. This is shit I'm talking about.
I'm just gonna let them rock. I mean,
this is the shit I'm talking about, and this is how we gonna start this episode of Mask Off 70 War Games. Right now, he's exhibiting a war tactic, in which I didn't necessarily agree with, and Dan didn't agree with, but he's taking a stance to talk some bullshit, in which we not necessarily agreeing on.
Hey, look, like I said, thank you. I'm over it, I'm under it, and I'm through it. I'm gonna let y'all ponder on that. Look, I've done my job for this episode, personally.
While we wait to figure out what the fuck you talking about.
Oh no.
This is Mask Off, episode 70, War Games. I am your host for the night, Big Tone. We're in the building. Shout out to everybody that's here. Episode 70, War Games. We missing one tonight. Blessed be with you, my brother. Blessed be with you. Boom, you got it. Under me, in my triangle of information, at the tip of the spear is the young bull holding it down as we all figure out what the hell he's talking about. Hey, young Malachi, what to do?
I'm holding it down literally because I'm the square at the bottom right now. You feel me? So I'm holding it down. Mask Off, episode 70, getting held down. I got 70 rounds. Held down.
That was powerful.
Yeah,
that was extremely powerful.
That was great.
My ace, my homie, on the ones and twos, on the information of steel.
Yeah, Jake's not.
Mask Off, Dan. How you doing, my friend?
What's up, y'all? So I was good until the start of the show. I'm not sure what Malik got talking about, and it's really throwing me off. So I'm just gonna tell you, he just going through it.
I'm on one, and I'm on two.
You see, this type of shit I'm talking about. I don't know what he's saying.
I think
you gotta let it marinate. You gotta let it marinate. You'll think about it, and it'll come to you. You'll wake out your sleep like, I'm over it, under it, and through it.
I think he's in overdrive for all this stuff that he does. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man,
he's in overdrive right now.
Jake ain't here, man. And shout out to Jake. And let's give a shout out to Jake. What up, homie? You feel me? He's still in the building. And he's
He's not in the building.
He's still with us in spirit, though. You feel me?
Okay, yeah.
Because unlike you niggas,
Jake support me.
Right. I salute the homie for pursuing his dreams. And shout out to Jake again, because he out doing his comedy thing. He in his comedy bag. He shoulders deep in his comedy bag. You feel me? And he's pulling out the rabbit. So Jake brought that magic action. So you feel me? Hey, I'm on the road.
These are just mixed metaphors.
Hey, cue me up again. So The
Throw
homie
that
Jake,
shameless plug in there too.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it, but it's
You fucking up, Danny.
shameless plug for the homie Jake. He's on stage. He probably on stage as we speak right now. But yeah, Jake doing a stand-up joint. So man, he had it. He had been inspiring me. Me and him been hitting them boys. So we getting on. You feel me? Yeah. Hey, I'll talk it for Jake just because he's not here, man. Fuck.
Oh, you was just supporting him. Now you don't talk shit.
That was on behalf
all
of Jake.
over the place.
That's on behalf of Jake. It makes sense.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Well,
cue it up. Thank you.
What we do on here, we keep each other grounded, man. Oh, you about to talk Jake shit? Okay, go ahead.
Let me tell y'all. What you gotta know is, fuck. So that's the homie Jake, man.
Look, what we not gonna do
Right.
is you talk shit about my ace while he ain't here. You know what I mean? We ain't about to do that. You stay your ass on your minute. So speaking of that, give me some motivation. Bye.
Hey, cue it up. What up, though, y'all?
Me to cue it up.
hey, I definitely have been aggressive with the. But Dad said, "Look, don't tell me to do my job, sir. All right? I know you're having fun, but I got
Good job. I've been doing this for more than a year. And like, now you want me to cue? What is this?
cue it up. Hey, I was doing it like I'm the guest. Hey, cue my track. Hey, I'm on one, man. I'm on 2 and 3. So let's get it. 1, 2, and 3. Let's hit it. All right. Today's motivational minute is about sharpening your tool. And what does that mean? Whatever you do, you got to do it every day. In order to get better, you got to bring that heat, bring that energy, bring that fire every single day. You can't expect to do something. You can't expect to get something if you don't intentionally take the steps towards it. Okay. Whatever you want to go for, you literally have to be in the lab, sharpen your sword, sharpen your tool, so you can get out here and cut up on these folks. All right? That's your motivational minute. Do some time in the lab and cut up. What?
Yeah,
OG? What?
I'm so fucking done.
Why? Explain to the people why.
Done. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm not gonna do that. I'm so done. Daniel knows why. And Daniel knows exactly.
You know why?
No, but I guess the proof of you trying to sharpen your steel means that you can make these up just like that. Because you're constantly sharpening your tool each week, meaning when you need to go in that bag, you know what to pull out at the right time. So yeah, so like that's what you mean by constantly trying to sharpen that tool, because you don't know when you might need to pull it out when you're not really prepared for
That's it.
Right?
That's it.
And that lets you know that your tool bag is never dull.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's always sharp and it's always on point.
Always sharp.
You know what I'm saying? So that's all. What I'm gonna coin at is keep your third eye open. You know what I mean? Always having your third eye on the scene, on the move, and you're aware left and right what's going on, because you being sharp. You know what I'm saying? You in the lab learning new stuff, taking down notes, and you doing things in the clutch when nobody's looking, and also when no one sees it. That's when the best work is done.
Yeah. Just on that last point too. Like right before this, I watched this whole little breakdown of KD for like his whole career now, and like they broke down how like each year he brings in like a new move, and it's like he's constantly just trying to grow and grow, and it's like he's like the one guy who does not need new moves. He can just do a jump shot. Like he's fine.
Yeah.
But like he's constantly trying to sharpen that tool, constantly trying to sharpen that craft.
And that kind of his jump shot reminded me of myself a little bit. I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah. Sure. You pointed that out kind of dull.
What?
That
but
hurts.
you stay in your bag. Because like OG said, when it's time to pull whatever tool out, if it's not prepared, you will crumble in that moment, that pressure. You know what I'm saying? It's like Dame Dollar, which is Damian Lillard. He said that those moments they always come to the light, whether people see it, whether people know it or not. When you put the time in, and when it's time to show, you're gonna show and prove. But if you ain't prepared, If you didn't properly prepare with that training, with that conditioning, you will crumble, you will fold. So stay in your bag, sharpen it up, and not only do the work, but do the pre-work that people don't see, because that's when you really turn up. That's when you really grow. Is the work and done in integrity.
I hate to add on to your basketball reference, but I want to point out Jalen Suggs. You know, if you're familiar with this guy, he won. He didn't win the NCAA championship, but they went with Gonzaga. They went to the championship.
Yeah.
And the only way he did it because he did a floater from like half court and went in. And the coach said, I knew he was going to make that shot because he practiced that shot a gazillion times, but no one was looking. So when it went up in the air, Jalen Suggs, he walked away like, en fuego. Coach taught me that. And I just wanted to point that out because if you do the preparation beforehand, Malachi, what you normally do, you get the end results the way you want them to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. And look, I ain't gonna cap, you know what I'm saying? OG talking to me. These motivational minutes, they be for y'all and they be for myself. I ain't on some high heel coming down with the jewels. I'm picking the jewels up, sharpening them up, cleaning them off, looking at them like, dang, I need this boy myself. You feel me?
So, yeah, this is the true bullshitting morning. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, I fessed up to it. I cannot win because I literally said exactly what I did. Y'all still on my head. It's all good.
No, that was just right next to the dude
you know what?
Which is good. I like the fact that those are right next to each other.
Hey, you know what? Because I ain't tripping. I'm over it, under it, and through it, so I'm getting money.
This one is next to it too, but I'm not saying this.
So we as you see, we super light today. You know what I mean? And we got something serious to talk about. But before we do that, I want to go into the comments, and I want to from there I want to segue into what we're going to be discussing. Matter of fact, I'm going to talk about what we're discussing, and I'm going to pose a question to you in the comments. But first, let's get all the pre-comments out the way. Do we got anybody in the comments?
Yeah, we got Kate Holmes in the building. She gave us some hearts. What up, Kate?
Kate is in the building.
Kate
Happy birthday, Kate. Happy belated birthday.
Happy birthday, Kate. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, we got her rocking with us. We also have my man Kurt Brinker. He said Hitler invented the inflatable sex doll. That's true. So war is good for something.
Oh, okay.
We didn't even get started talking about it. What is up with people today?
Hey,
Malachi. No,
Kurt. My man Kurt on one. I love it. Kate laughed at that. Lauren Michaels. He said Jacob Russell and I hung out yesterday. That dude's a trip.
Do you know who Lauren Michaels is?
Nah.
Lauren Michaels is the guy who not invented, but came up with Saturday Night Live. I can't believe he's on here.
Oh, he a legend. He a legend in the ad community, huh? Okay.
I don't think it's the same person.
Kate said Jake is. Oh, okay. Kate said Jake is the best. Yeah, that's the homie. Kurt Brinker said Jake knows more about shoes than Garth Brooks knows about big cowboy hats. I agree. Jake knows a lot about shoes.
Jake is the Al Bundy of shoes.
Yeah, real talk. Tam White, she said, "What up, dope?" Tam, what's the deal? What's good with you?
What's up, Tam?
I could have sworn Tam had a show tonight.
Hey, Dan be keeping tabs on everybody. That's so funny.
Tam got a show tonight. Is she checking in? Shout out to Tam.
Shout out to you tapping in. Then Tam. That's what we got right now, man.
That's it. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are switching gears and we go into the group discussion, and we are talking about what's been taking place in the media for the last week and a half. Well, actually, it's been going on for low key 2 to 3 weeks. And What we're talking about is the Taliban and what's been taking place in Afghanistan. And then you just put up a visual of the shocking speed of the Taliban's advance. If you don't know, here's a little recap. America has been over in Afghanistan for over 20 years, holding them down, representing with them like, hey, look, I know y'all the homies, but we really don't fuck with y'all like that. You know what I'm saying? But you my mans, but you know what I mean? I'm gonna let you be. So when this president just came aboard, he made a very very critical statement. I think it's during his big speech, his inauguration speech. It wasn't inauguration. It was one of the fucking head State of the Union speech he made. He said, "I'm bringing the troops." This is Biden. "I'm bringing the troops in Afghanistan home." So, if you do not know, during the last administration, they had talks on setting this up with the Taliban, but this wasn't the first time they tried it. They tried it 2 other times, and it was unsuccessful. So the U.S. military did not pull out during those times. That was under who? That was under, I think it was under the Clinton administration. I could be wrong, and it was under the Obama administration. These are promises that they were saying they was going to do, but they didn't do it. So what Donald Trump did is devise a plan to have a safe departure during his tenure. So Biden pretty much just took on that responsibility to walk through it and see it through. So what they were supposed to do, they were supposed to talk to the people, let the people know, hey, look, we're about to pull up out of here, and this is what we doing. You know what I'm saying? And it was almost like, you know, a family breaking up, America being the jilted woman, you know what I mean, saying, I can't do this shit no more. I'm leaving you. It's over. And Afghanistan was like, you know what? If you're going to leave, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't never have a conversation. The damn president of Afghanistan, he fled when he got wind that the Taliban was coming. So he got the fuck out of Dodge as quick as possible. Did not tell the people shit. He just said, you know what? I'm Ghost. Shit, get my PlayStation, get my Jordans, call Jacob. We the fuck out of here. And next thing you know, he's on a motherfucking helicopter. Gone.
Where did you do your research?
I'm trying to break it down as simple as possible. You know what I mean?
Keep going, please.
So, long story short, as they was fleeing, the Taliban was just coming through, like, you know what? Hey, look, I'm in this bitch. You know what I mean? So they start branching and taking over little shit, taking over little areas, killing people. Like, hey, look, y'all ain't fucking with us. We don't give a fuck. It's our shit now. You know what I mean? We here, Taliban in this bitch. It's been over 20 some years. Fall in line. So they got to Kabul. They went in the fucking president's suite, kicked their feet up, talking shit, guns blazing. Like, what's up, bitches? What's up? Rep your hood. So in there, brr, 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 cat, brr, 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 brr. They was doing all that wild shit. So everybody is trying to leave. Get the fuck out of here, because nobody want to fuck with the Taliban. They don't like the practices of the Taliban. They don't fuck with them. Daniel, why everybody trying to leave Afghanistan? Why? What is the change?
I mean, for that is because they're about to completely try to take control of the whole country there. Just the fact that they kind of ran through and took control of the whole place like within a week of the U.S. like saying that they're about to leave is just something that you just like that you can't control a whole country inside like a week. Like you can't run Detroit inside a week. like that's gonna be like a 2 or 3 year, 2 or 3 week war. Like to just try to run the D, just to try to run the east side of Detroit. It's good. That's going to be a war there. So like to take over like a whole place is, I mean, it was just super fast, and it's the fact that we were there for 20 years and for most of that time, it was to build up their structures there and to prevent this. So I went back and like looked at the whole timeline. Tone did too, I think, and he was saw put up a few screenshots here, but it was we got there. And yeah, we got there September of 01, and in 4 months we kind of did the job in 4 months. So like we were done by year end. And then for the next 19 years, we were there trying to set up this whole place, trying to set up this whole structure, trying to build this out, saying that we're about to leave. Then like some shit starts up again. Then like we go back in. Then like we get control again. Then like some shit starts up again. And this happened for this whole time to the point where we decide to move out, and it's just right back to where it was, which can break you off into all sorts of spots there. But yeah, go ahead, Tom.
See, a lot of people don't understand the timeline too, and one of the key components you need to understand, this originally started between United States and Russia. So those are the big powerhouses during the Cold War, and they still always headbutt each other. So what they was doing was they was using Pakistan as a proxy to help fund certain little sections. Like let's put it in like games. So like the military, the U.S. military was sending shit to the Bloods. I don't know shit about no games. They were sending shit to the Bloods, right? They try to build them up, so they can fight off, like very little sections inside that little area that they have a problem with. Build them up. And then Russia was doing the same thing with the Crips. Sending shit low key, you know what I mean, to work with them and build them up, give them money. So out of that came the Taliban. The Taliban forces is a force that was helping the United States fight Al Qaeda, which was two different sections, Al Qaeda and the Taliban. You know what I mean? At one point, both of them was being government funded by the U.S. to help build and fight off shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's amazing with the United States. The United States always got their hands in shit, always dipping. Like, hey, look, we can't fuck with you directly, but we're going to send a middleman in there to fuck with you and meddle in some shit you're doing. So,
yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, which is one of my main points here too. Which is like, why?
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Yeah, talk about that.
Yeah, so that's kind of my thing too that I'm looking at. It's like okay, we see it needs to be done, but why are y'all taking on the authority or the responsibility of this? You know what I'm saying? And it kind of puts me like a joke comes to my head that if black people, if U.S. was predominantly black, we would not be focused on any other country. Like we got our four and no more. You know what I'm saying? So like the fact that y'all need to have that much control over somebody else. That just shows that type of dominance that the U.S. has, and that bully tactic. Even though you're helping, you feel me? It's like why do you feel so obligated? And you have such a stronghold that as soon as y'all do, oh, we on this mug. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
But that's
we got our shit back.
Right. But that shows the power that they did have over there. You know,
that kind of goes to 9/11. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that falls back on 9/11. A lot of these countries that don't fuck with the U.S., they have the same viewpoint. You should not be over here. This is not your war. It's like the three of us having a conversation, and then Jake come in and says, well, I disagree on what y'all doing over there. What the fuck is you talking about? You got nothing to do with this.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that. The United States is always some meddling Karen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck you got to do with this shit?
Yeah,
and
nothing.
Their practices, right? They practice from their belief points, like with the Quran and the I'm gonna fuck up the name again. What is it, Dan?
Sharia.
The Sharia principles, and they got the practices.
Might be wrong, honestly.
It could be wrong, but what I do know is you can't follow these practices living in a Western society or having a democratic type of ideology. So, if you live over there and you following what they follow, that means that if you come over there and you steal, they will chop off your fucking hand. You know what I'm saying?
Green.
And the stuff that they do with women, it's crazy. It's horrible. You know what I mean? So,
speaking of that, I got a couple comments I want to hit real quick.
Okay.
Since we on this topic right now, Kurt Brinker said the U.S. military is like having sex. If you pull out wrong, you end up wasting 20 years and a lot of money.
These are fucking jokes.
No, he said that, and I had to bring that up because if you get it, pull out wrong, 20 years, wasting money. Hey, Kurt, that's genius, brother. He also said this is the one I wanted to hit. He said, all I'm saying is Taliban was handing out wives as they came through the town, and now chicks nowhere to be seen. Kind of suspicious.
This is the second joke.
All right, this one's real.
You stopped me from my point.
You said that about the second one too, man. Like, so now I don't believe you about this one.
This is the one. If you spend 20 years and trillions of dollars and it fails in a week, you weren't nation building, you were running a colony.
Yeah,
and that goes to the point, and that's a good point, Kurt. Mm-hmm. That's a good point. And another thing too, in the comments, if you got something to add to the conversation we have tonight, feel free. You know how we do. Y'all are part of this conversation as well. Chime in, give your input, let us know. Hey, look, I could be pronouncing this shit wrong. Let me know. Big Tone, you pronouncing this shit wrong.
Because it's like we're not the Secretary of State. We not somebody that knows a bunch about this stuff. But we all need to learn a lot more about what the U.S. does just across the world, because I feel like a lot of folks that live in the U.S. don't really realize just how powerful the country is across the world. I put up a map of all of the bases that the U.S. has across the world, and it's the whole world except for Russia and China. It's like we have a base in every continent. That
don't make no sense. That's like you going. If I went to visit Australia and I got a USA shirt, and they're like, "Man, we hate you." It's like why you hate me? I ain't do nothing. It's like, man, you know what your daddy be up here doing? You don't even know your dad is the ultimate controller of all this stuff.
Yeah, no, man, like you really don't know it. You don't really know it. You learn it once you kind of go out and talk to folks that are outside of the U.S. too, and then just start to hear their perspective of it, where it's like they have to know all of the stuff that we do here, because it literally affects their lives no matter where they are across the world.
Easily, yeah.
Yeah, Tom?
And not only that, what happens is they build a resentment because you they come over there, they invade. You know what I'm saying? Like this is colonialism. You know what I'm saying? This is colonialism. Everything you see on this board is colonialism, and it goes back to when they left Europe, what they intended to do. They went through the Crusades on trying to conquer land, and they did it. They succeeded to do this. And one of the things that we failed to do, we failed to look outside of what the U.S. media puts in our face as real news.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because to be honest, we don't fucking have no clue what the fuck going on. And you think about it. Think about this fact that how the U.S. sensationalizes and marginalizes other countries. You go to the movies and say like you go to see a military movie. Our big fucking enemies are Russians, Iraqis, and Mexicans. It's very specific how they do it too.
Yep.
They don't show any other cultures other than these. Like ever since 9/11, that's been our ultimate fucking people to take down. And they always show these movies that's intended where we have to go do something with them. We have to do something. It's the American way. With anything south of the border with Mexicans, it's always about drugs. You know what I'm saying? The DEA, they own the war on drugs down there. You know what I'm saying? Every movie in the 90s and the 2000s that I've seen that had something to do with the DEA or anything of that magnitude, it was focused on drug related.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Colombians,
they're so dangerous with their poppy seeds and all this other shit. You know what I mean? So
getting the coke from Colombia.
That's a good question too. Like what big thing that America can have a great interest in Afghanistan for? A lot of people don't realize that's where they do poppy seeds. That's where they produce poppy seeds and grow that shit there. You know what I'm saying? So that is a great fucking value to have there.
Yeah, one quick thing on that too. I think inside this time they learned that there's like a rock that they use for like a lot of the tech and stuff that goes like so like a bunch of the natural resources are used inside tech now, which is something that they learned while we were there and possibly while we stayed there for so long too.
They're like, man, they got this good rock over here. We ain't going.
Yeah.
Hey, pack this up.
Lithium. I think it's lithium.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like there's no major resources over in the United States. They came over here and they tore down all the motherfucking trees.
Yeah,
they found out that they really don't got shit over here. You know what I'm saying? Well, after that, they recognized they wanted shit over here. So you go to a lot of these places, mainly in the middle region of the world, like Africa, Pakistan, all these places, they got oil over there in an abundance. You know what I'm saying? And they want that shit. You know what I mean? And you know, you start to wonder why they occupying these places or why they helping defect these places. You know what I mean? Because America doesn't do anything unless they have some type of foreign interest in mind. Some foreign interest that creates some type of resources that could benefit them.
But what's crazy to that point is like yes, it is. You know, they're it's a colony, and so it's like if y'all have this stuff that y'all so invested in, this whatever it is, this lithium, these rocks, whatever it is. The thing is not to bully it out of somebody though. You make trades, you buy, you sell, you do, because that's proper business. You don't just be like, oh man, let me run them J's. Like that's armed robbery. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like
that's to the Europeans. That's got out.
I watched a documentary.
True, good point, man.
I watched a documentary not too long ago, and they was talking about Muammar Gaddafi and how he was such a dictator and he was super evil. And you got to start wondering, like, why are these people trying to do the things they do? They trying
Yeah.
to set them apart away from the United Nations and all these other countries that's banding together that be on some bullshit. And correct me if I'm wrong, Dan, but what I do remember, it was a big thing with him where he was trying to make the currency into gold-related currency. Now, if you do that, what the fuck the United States going to do? Because we don't have anything that's in value of gold. All we have is what? Paper. You know what I'm saying?
Printed paper.
We basically wouldn't have anything that's marketable when it comes to currency. You know what I mean? So they had to off him. They had to get him the fuck out the game. And they came up with all these things. He's such a horrible guy. That's what the media does. The media is so fucked up because they will literally make you think that, you know what? Malachi is so fucking horrible. When he wears that blue shirt, that means death to everybody that likes pink.
Right.
You be like, oh shit, he's got that blue shirt on.
Look at his background. He's sending a missile to the moon.
This guy has to be up to no good. I mean, it makes sense. Look at it for yourself. Like,
that shows his affiliation to Elon Musk.
Right.
Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
But
manipulation, strong arm robbery. I mean, America really could be put on so many charges. Like, but that's the thing. Who is the person to keep America in line? You know, is nobody. Like,
nobody keeps America.
That's the thing. Like, it's like
nobody keeps America in line.
He like this. Like,
nobody
can't. Who the fuck gonna tell me shit? Who telling me shit?
From the test of time, like that's what's crazy. And to your point, Dan, of what you said earlier, you know, when I said the thing to do is to properly trade, but like you said, that's what they did with America. Like America was literally built off nacho stuff, like you know what I'm saying. And so of course they're gonna just keep the history repeats itself. Of course they're gonna keep that juice flowing. It's like because now you got people coming out the womb. It's like that's all they being taught is take over something else and run it like it's yours. Like
plus they got smart too. What they started doing was, I can't directly do that no more. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a friend of a friend of a friend to do it. You know what I'm saying? And hide their hands. Like, hey, we ain't had nothing to do with that shit they doing over there.
I didn't know he was even doing it.
You know what I'm saying?
Plus, you can really like trace the roots back to like this whole race thing back to this too, because it was like, all right, well, how can we try to justify us trying to take these folks shit? Well, it's because they're black, it's because they're brown, and they'll know it. So like, yeah. So like, let's just take it. So like, that's kind of like how those concepts came to be there too. So it's just constant. It all kind of ties back to it too. So to Tone's point, I think when he was talking about just like how like the U.S. makes up stuff so we can run in and like make places the way we want them to be. So like, yeah, we make up lies. Well, not lies, but like, well, there are lies too.
Perspective shifting.
Yeah. We shift the perspectives on like a lot of the things to like get us the U.S. folks back on board to like go in and try to start these wars. And we're constantly saying it's because the way that they run shit is not good. They haven't had like a change of power for the last 20 years and stuff. And to us, that sounds like, yeah, that's wrong. But it's like, who
are we? Like,
if that's the way they want to run their country, it's okay. So like, we're constantly, we want to like free them, I guess, free them. But it's, if that's the way that they want to run stuff, who are we to tell them no?
Yeah.
And then we go in, fuck it all up. Then we try to rebuild or build what we have here there, and it never works. And then the whole budget just messed up for the next 50 plus years. It's like
But
like that's happened across the world. like that's happening like down south too, like or like just across the world. Yeah, Tom.
So if you think about how this started, right? It started with Russia. Russia was there for quite some time. And then they said, man, I can't fuck with Afghanistan. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? So United States say, you know what? I'm gonna get this bitch a world. It's like the pimp game. I'm gonna get this bitch a world. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show her light. I'm gonna do some shit for her. And then, you know, if she get out of line, I'm gonna smack her up. And then you know what? Matter of fact, this bitch been down. I'm gonna hang with her for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And
she
that's
been
just how
rocking.
they see what we rocking with. And that's what they do. What they do is it's like the pimp game. You know what I mean? They pimp these other countries that need shit, and they you know what? You know what I'm saying? Y'all struggling over there. How
But
about you get with a real nigga? You know what I mean?
and to that point, the money being spent. So it's like somebody having a crib. You got a family of your own. You just getting by. You feel me? Y'all ain't like super wealthy. You just getting by. You making things happen. But everybody think you got it like that. So you spending all this, but then you like, man, but Ray's crib down the street, them niggas need help. So we gonna take about 40% of our cheese, help them out. It's like, yo, but Pops, like, I only got one pair of shoes. You know what I'm saying? It's like the stuff that we could and should be doing. A lot of these programs that we should be implementing is going to the wars. And like they said, it's not a war. It's colonization. You know what I'm saying? So we are spending money literally for control. It's not even to protect ourselves. It's not like a bunch of countries are like, let's kill Americans. Yeah. And so we're like, dang, y'all, put the bread up, put the shields up. It's like, no, we spending money to keep the power going, you know?
Yeah,
So like,
the whole thing was we were supposed to go over there to kill Osama bin Laden, right? And even if you think about 9/11, how sketchy that shit was, like you finding shit, you having people face in plastic bags, like they driver's license. You got all this fucking debris, and you find a driver's license with one of the motherfuckers' face on it. You know what I mean? Like stop, bro. On this, you know what I mean? This shit supposed to be disintegrated.
Like,
You know what I mean? Like stop it. So you start to wonder if 9/11 was something that was, and I'm maybe it sound like a conspiracy.
Like, hey, look, y'all, we told y'all that's why we got to be over there.
You know what I mean?
9/11
9/11 was some bullshit for them to go over there to do all this other shit. Because if you do remember, it's shown, history has shown you, Osama bin Laden was what he was funded by the Bush administration. You know what I mean? They was in bed with each other, so you know they stopped fucking with each other. And then what Bush started doing, he created an enemy out of his main homie that he propped up. You know what I mean? And that's some shit to think about too. What the United States did. You know what I'm saying? But we don't see what we do to them over there.
Right.
It's always
right.
You know, we got to put the S on our chest and we got to go fight for them. And my conversation, it's not about anybody who has served in the military and how I feel y'all fucking stupid or anything like that. That's not my perspective. It's coming from a governmental mindset on how they manipulate shit to the United States of America public. You know what I mean? And make us believe that the shit they doing is justified based on whatever principle they have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, let's look at in the 90s, right? Y'all was probably too young to realize this, but they used to always show these commercials back in the day of little African kids with big stomachs and big ass heads. And they would always say how they don't have no food. Send money to Susan Sarandon. You know what I mean? She would get them something to eat. All it takes is pennies, and I can get this little starving Nigerian with this bubble ass head, skinny body, and big stomach something to eat. You know what I mean? And they was doing that. But they show the most obscure places in Africa. You know what I mean? And that's my point. When it comes to these other foreign entities, they show all the obscure places and don't highlight any other civilization that's there. They make you believe that what we're doing is valuable because we're going over there to save people. We're going over to change lives. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you need. And
you need us.
Like you need us. Like I remember reading something about how what's that group that used to go over there? It was like a medical group. They would just invade these places, and they supposed to be treating them with like treating them for syphilis and all types of other shit, all types of diseases. But they was actually infecting a lot of these people with these diseases and shit. What's the name of that group? I want to say the American Red Cross or something else. Oh, the Peace Corps. That's it.
I've always, this is definitely off topic, but I've always wondered how all these news stations be getting over there. If it's all this chaos over there, how are y'all getting over there untouched, unscathed, undrip dropped on? Like, y'all ain't catching bullets either?
Yeah, that has been something that I've thought about too. But then it's well, my thing is like, why would you want to go over there just to have the backdrop? Just to have the backdrop to say, "Yep, I'm right here in Iraq." You're like, okay, like you could have told me the news from your house. Like,
nah, they're bombing right over here.
Like,
oh shit!
I don't need you at the place. Like, you don't need to risk your life like that. I was
live from.
They're constantly on like the news saying, "Yeah, well, you're starting to see those lights behind me. Those are the strikes, the military strikes on the base that I was just at." I was like, "Get somewhere safe."
Man, you see the reporter pulling out a strap himself like, "Pop, pop."
Yeah, but I guess that's a part of the job there.
Before we go, I want to mention one thing too. When it comes to these wars, it's always important to have these wars on deck because Daniel mentioned something that was very critical. It's not the companies that win; it's who wins. Daniel,
what did I say? Did I make this point already?
No, you didn't say this comment, but you said this in a pre-show about the war on terror and how gun manufacturers are the real winners of what takes place.
Yeah, man. We didn't even touch on that. Like we were kind of talking about like the resources that we want there, but most of this war was just like those defense contractors constantly wanting to just keep making guns, keep making stuff for war to shoot their stocks up, to like constantly get those their stock shares up, and just to make that. And like that was a lot of the stuff that was happening. I mean, not more so with like the whole Bush run was just that was just a run on gun manufacturers. But that was not just Bush, but he was a big one. But that is one of the main things the U.S. wants to do is to just find ways to make money. They're like we make stuff, then like we go out, like we go out to try to find ways to create this wealth.
Yeah, we need these guns over here. Why? Because boom, look at that, they blowing stuff up. Like,
Plus, then just we were talking about it last week with like the whole gun sales here. So it's like they just find ways to build and sell guns, no matter who it is and no matter who it's for. Like when the U.S. left, like this last week, it was like they left stockpiles of guns there just because they did not have time, I guess, to like pull them out. But it's just the fact, yeah, just to keep this whole cycle up, and just to constantly just manufacture it, manufacturing the tanks and all of those things that they need to keep this constant war, like just this constant war there. There was a like last year, I think, where the defense manufacturer, I think it was like Lockheed Martin. Yeah. They decided to scrap this new stealth jet that they worked on, and like the U.S. paid billions for them to build like this new super stealth jet, and like that flew low. It was like a low flying stealth jet, and they kind of sold the U.S. there. They paid them. We paid them so many like big time contracts for it, and just like last year, they're like, yeah. We kind of realized that we can't really make this. This is impossible. I'm like, you just not learned this. I'm like, you spent all that money and you raked in all that cash, and like now you learned that you can't build this jet, which is just one. Just one more example of that. Of just
you got that money. You got that little $1 billion I let you borrow. Man, you still looking at that little funky $1 billion? Like
that was an investment, just like a con artist, really.
So what normally takes place, and what I've seen, that if you do not have something that's of interest of United States, they automatically make you an enemy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And everything that you do is totally wrong. Let's talk about North Korea. You know what I mean? Let's talk about China. You know what I mean? Like half the shit we get is from over in China. Mm-hmm. And, you know, and they were saying how we built up China, and China is like this super group and all this shit. And now we beef with China, and I can't even get my new fucking furniture because my shit is coming from China, and they won't fucking let the shit be shipped over here. And that's a personal issue, but it's an issue that needs to be tackled. You know what I'm saying? But
not with force. Let's not start wars because your couch not here.
Right.
Tony, the shit.
You're part of the problem.
After the war on my furniture is done, we can chill.
Right, I see. Man. But just to kind of wrap this up, and because I don't think we got like a gem of the week too. The gem is for each person to just look up like what the U.S. does across the world. like just look it up and just read on it, and then like think about it too. Think about what if you just live not even like inside like a third world place. Just like think. Let us say you grew up in France. It's like you got to deal with the U.S. and the bullshit that we do all the time. We just had Trump as president running the whole world. So like just think about you being like a person from, let's just say, France, and you got to deal your life and like your world kind of depends on like what we do here, which is just wild to think about, which is something that we don't think about at all. Right. And then it's so like I pulled up this slide too, where it's like there's no one to check us too, because it's like nobody spends as much as the U.S. Like we spend 3 times as much as China there. We're constantly talking about the whole fear of the Chinese and stuff, and it's like, okay, there might be a fear, but it's not as bad as they try to make it out to be, because we can. This is a yearly budget. Yearly budget.
That's really ridiculous. Like, you literally can add all their money up for what they spend on it.
Yeah.
Yo, like, what is wrong with us? It's like, hey man, run it all. They just robbing everybody at one time. Like,
it is crazy.
I got a couple comments I want. Well, just a couple from Kurt again. He said China's setting up shop in Afghanistan with their new Silk Road policy, like they have in all the African nations except for two. He also said all the money we are the world went to buying fighter jets from Ethiopia to America, for Ethiopia from American contractors.
Really?
He's talking about that. You remember that?
We Are
that
the
song.
World.
We are the world. We are the children. Where all the American artists got together. We are the ones to make a better place. So let's start giving and support this war.
Of course. I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah,
not at all.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Like, you really think about all this bullshit, and you step outside the boundaries of America and realize that we are some stone cold motherfuckers. Like, we literally got our fucking foot on people's necks.
Everybody neck daily.
Oh, China. What's the shit I heard? UK and Japan told me y'all trying to do some shit. What's good?
I mean, it's got to come through me, right?
Yeah. Which is why they like build stuff like which is why nobody like directly goes to war with us, because they all got to do like things to go around us and like sneak in to like build like secret plans and stuff. But like they can't like directly fight us, which is
at all.
And you know what? Even with 9/11,
get back on this.
No, and the reason why I brought it up is things like, you know what? We gonna give our best shot. Boom.
Oh yeah.
America's like, I know these niggas didn't drive me.
I'll tell you what.
Which is like, and it's.
They told the Taliban, look, if you got Osama bin Laden in that bitch and you don't give him up, we fucking you up too. And what they do? Bombs over Baghdad. They went in that bitch and bombed everybody up.
Hey, let's go. Cruising with Corey in the building. Hey, he can't.
Shout out to Cruising with Corey.
What up, Corey? New subscriber in the building. He said the OG put him hip.
Yeah,
I love it, man. I love it.
When I'm out eating steak with my good people, you know what I'm saying? Cruising with Corey. Check out his Instagram page and his YouTube page. It's called Cruising with Corey. He's into Mopar and rebuilding old cars and making them look super dope and all that stuff. That's Sheddy's Blood. Cruising with Corey. Shout out to you, my brother, for tuning in.
Hey, my man, he said I'm enjoying the channel. You going down to the Dream Cruise, Corey? He got to be. Dream Cruise is tomorrow night, man. I mean, tomorrow night. So, yeah.
Well, I don't know how long it's going to take for him to reply to you, but I want to do this.
That's not how the comments work, man.
Yeah, that's not how the comments. Hey, what you doing? Oh, you ain't doing nothing? Oh, okay. All right, that's cool.
He said he'd been there all week. I didn't know it was happening all week. Okay.
Yeah, that's how the Dream Cruise works now. It's just they got the one day, but they you start to hear those cars. Hey, I've heard the cars on wood this whole night, man. So.
Oh yeah.
You
get money, Dan. You stay on Woodward.
I'm not. We talked about this on the Broke episode.
I got another shameless plug. What was our troop, Dan? What was the name of our troop? Our former troop we had. Well, we still active, but we're not active.
Just a minute.
We're active in spirit. What was the troop, Dan? I forgot the fucking name of the troop.
Yeah, clearly y'all not active. You don't even know.
Yeah, we're not.
Golfing.
Anyway, what I wanted to say is happy belated birthday to Betsy. Happy belated birthday to Alex. And also, once again, happy birthday to Kate. Thank you, ladies. Y'all wonderful. Shout out to y'all. Y'all do tremendous things. And we just wanted to give a plug out to y'all.
Hey, happy birthday.
Anything else? Because we about to conclude if we don't got nobody else in here.
Just go.
Hey. Shout out to you, Corey. Yeah, yeah, you know, I'm gonna chill out on the plugs this weekend. You feel me?
What? All right, whatever. All right, Dan, you got anything?
No, I mean this was good. I'm kind of this is weird that you don't got a plug, Malachi.
Yeah,
you're right.
Which is kind of like a bookend to the way that you started this show. Really weird, and it's like, I don't know, man. This was just
cue me back up, man.
See here, I don't even know why I brought this.
Here we go.
I couldn't help it, y'all. What it do? I just got booked for another film project. I had the table read last night, and I'm telling you, man, this is the one. This is the one. You feel me? And if you haven't checked out Chasing After You on Amazon Prime, Tubi, Pluto TV, we got Dear Future Husband is also on Tubi, Amazon Prime, Urban Flix TV. So check them boys out. Holla at your boy. Let me know how you think. I got a private screening for another film that short film that I played a star in, played a lead role in, and I'm gonna know when that's gonna drop at the end of the month. So get at your boy. I love y'all.
This man went from no plugs to like 5.
And Big Tone approved these plugs.
Hey, salute, OG.
Yeah.
Salute. And then and I've been working my comedy bag because Jake been pushing me. So you feel me? Working that comedy game. So we own it. We own it. Grateful. I'm blessed. God is good. I'm good, y'all. Y'all.
You're so extra, but I love it. You're so extra, but I love it. Yo, Dan, you got anything before we go?
No, that's it. Now that we got those, now that we got that plug in, I think we're good.
He couldn't sign off without a shameless plug, right?
No, I get it.
Shout out to the homie Jake, man. We miss you. We'll see you next week, man. This has been Mask Off War Games episode. I'm about to say Sunday. Episode 70. Damn. We're in 70 episodes, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Shout out to us. Every Friday, kicking down doors, taking names, and smacking them around like the U.S. do. This is what we do, man. We in this piece. Mask Off War Games, episode 70. Every Friday, 9 p.m. Thank you for new subscribers. Tune in. We here next week doing what we do. Until next time, take care of yourself, take care of each other. We out of this piece.
Kick in.